Hey guys, I figured it's time for a video. A lot of you guys saw the pictures on Facebook when I did that massive dump of all those 400 pictures. And first off, I apologize. It's kind of windy outside today. It's Colorado. It's windy almost every day. But yeah, here's the car in all its glory. I'm not going to post or pop the hood right now because it's kind of difficult to do one-handedly with the 4 hood pins and get the hood prop out. It's all the pictures. I'll make another video if you guys want to see me do a walk around and explain the engine bay a little bit more. But here's the car. BBS wheels, 17 by 10 in the front, 17 by 12s in the rear. Here's the rear of the car. Genuine stuff. I even got my license plate on there. IMSA Z31. It's street legal. Has working turn signals, headlights, and even has a horn. Let's check out the horn. Beep. Air horn, tiny little air horn, why not? So you guys wanted to see the video of the car starting up and how it sounds and get a little cruise videos on it. Mind you, that's kind of difficult to do that with this car, but I would try my best. So gotta crawl into the car, excuse my hands. All right, okay, so I gotta put my seatbelts on, 5-point harness thing. Safety first, as they always say. Corny. And again, sorry for fumbling the camera. Actually, let me put the phone down for a second, get my seatbelts on. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, 5-point harness, lovely. All right, so these are all Marshall gauges. They actually get really good reviews. I took some Nissan decals and covered them just to make it look, just Nissan-ish. So, Tremec 6-speed manual transmission. Some of you might ask, why not the 350Z CD009? Quite frankly, guys, CD009 is not a strong transmission. It's great for NA stuff, drifting, whatever, but it's not great for high boost stuff. You're gonna just shred through those bearings and the synchros. So it's not a transmission of choice. This is the Tremec Magnum F with the 2.66 first gear ratio. Very desirable in the V8 world. Corvettes, Camaros. A lot of guys go to them. Even the Mustang guys go to them. Like I said, it's a 6-speed with a double overdrive. That means the 5th and 6th gears are smaller than that 1.0 to, the ratio as 4th gear is 1.0. The 350Z CD009 is a single overdrive, which means that the 5th gear is, the 4th gear is still a 1.0, and the 5th gear, I had that backwards. The 5th gear is a 1.0, and the 6th gear is your overdrive. It just means you're rowing an extra gear to accomplish the same thing, right? So, yeah, it's just more work, right? So this is the correct transmission for building power on a VA application with high boost. So the dyno, like I said on the video, the post, was 983 to the wheels and 974 foot-pounds of torque. So let's go get this thing turned on. One thing you'll hear is the fuel pump making some noise. It's a very loud fuel pump. It's the MagnaFlow MP4303, the 750. It moves a lot of volume of fluid. So you can hear that. You won't be able to hear me much. It's really loud in the car, but I turn the diff cooler pump on. It actually turns on at a certain temperature. And then the meth, I'm on gas right now, not E85. I do have flex fuel, so I do have the ability to run meth, but because I'm on pump gas right now, I have my meth controller right there. And then the trans pump must be on while driving. The return hose of the cooler setup shoots oil onto the first gear in front of the bearing on the pilot. The input shaft. So it's important to keep that bearing lubricated and cooled. So it's actually highly recommended by Tremec to put a cooler and have that be pointed at the input shaft bearing. And then the fans, I'm still trying to get things situated. The cooling, it cools great. I just don't have a trust with the car yet in terms of cooling, so I always have the fans on. But so what I'll do is after it runs, you'll see me flip those switches. So let's go ahead and do the push button start. I'm not even going to push the gas to help it start. I'm just going to do it. So let me prime the pump one more time. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Not an easy car to drive. It's a 3-disc ceramic clutch kit. Kind of an on-off switch, so it's not necessarily a comfortable clutch setup. Unsprung hub, very touchy. I'm still trying to dial in the brakes. I got to play with the rod from the brake pedal adjustment to the booster. Today, I actually spent some time in calibrating the speedometer, so I think it's within 1% of accuracy, which is good enough to me. So, and again, I'm sorry for the bad camera handling. It's really hard to manage that while in the car. That car in front of me has a student driver sticker. Miles an hour and at 55. Kind of ridiculous. We'll pass them here right now. That cowled hood doesn't really obstruct my view at all, really. So I'm pretty good to see everything. 5,500 RPM, about 65 miles an hour. And we're not even in 6-speed yet. So I'm going to take this next turn here. I'll do a couple pulls, but I don't want to do things stupid to get me pulled over or to you know, damage anything. I'm still trying to learn this car. I've only driven it a couple times. Fire station. You don't want to speed past the fire station. Sometimes there's cops on these turnoffs near these trees, so kind of have to put things in check. So in case you're wondering about the rearview mirror, you can see not much visibility with that spoiler, but the side mirrors are good. I can see a lot. Yesterday evening I fired it up and kind of drove around a little bit. Got kind of warm, but let's see if it does better today. So what I'm going to do is just cruise past. There's a nice straight area, but sometimes there's cops. So I'm just going to cruise at first, turn around and do a couple pulls on the way back. Clean driving record, no tickets, nothing on there. I'd hate for this car to change that, so that's why I'm kind of playing it safe right now. Alright, sometimes there's a cop right up here. No cop. Alright. I'll do a tiny little boost pull right here. Holy shit. That was intense. Turn around and do another one. And again, I apologize for any bad camera work. It's really hard to do this. I'll make a U after that hill. Driving what I'm doing right now is kind of first time for me. I haven't really driven this car at all, so I'm having to keep an eye on temperature. Like it went up a little bit. Nothing out of concern yet, but I have to keep an eye on everything because I haven't really learned this car yet. Alright, here we go. Just want to make sure those two cars coming up are not police cars. Is nuts. Talk about insta boost. It just pulled. I actually moved my head back. Alright, I'm gonna kill the video so I can get back on the main road. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll post some more videos, maybe a walk around of detailed explanation of the build. But dude, this car is intense. Talk to you guys later.